You know, it isn't very often that we have anybody that is in elective office present at any of these rallies. In fact, it's a disgusting and disappointing thing. But Roger Gittens pointed out to me that we have Councilman Bob Kellar here. Mr. Kellar, will you step forward, please?
Thank you very much. By the way, it's a privilege to be here, ladies and gentlemen, and I see a lot of friends out here. Thank you for being here. This is important stuff, folks. This is important stuff, and I mean it sincerely. Roger Gettler and the other speakers, I've been listening. You're right on. You know what? If we would just deal with the illegals, we wouldn't have a deficit in the state of California. You realize that? That's how many billions they're costing the taxpayers. And we said here it's politically correct. I want to puke. Deal with the issue, by golly. Yesterday morning, you may have read in the paper, and it's on our local hometown station, we had a meeting here at City Hall dealing with the issue of what is affecting business and all of the things that are making it so difficult to operate and function and keep your households alive. Here at City Hall, and not one word was brought forward. I was kind of surprised by the people coming up and stating what the problem is that they're having to be confronted with the business climate here in California. Can I tell you what I did? When it was all said and done, I had a chance, and I said, folks, we haven't even touched on the illegal issue. Haven't even touched on it. It's huge, and we have got to wake up, America, and I know you guys are engaged and you understand, but I'm telling you, this is serious, and if I sound like a radical, thank you. I consider that a compliment. Roger, a moment ago, I mentioned what Teddy Roosevelt said. And he was right on. One flag, one language. You know, I brought it up and I read that comment by Teddy Roosevelt at one of our council meetings a couple of years ago. I said, folks, this is important. And you know, the only thing I heard back from a couple of people, Bob, you sound like a racist. I said, that's good. If that's what you think I am, because I happen to believe in America, I'm a proud racist. You darn right I am. Folks, I'm not going to get on my soapbox too much because I'll tell you what, I'd wear you out. But I will tell you, and I mean it sincerely, thank you for being here. We share how important this issue is. And I've got to tell you, you've got to bring this home to every elected representative. That earlier speaker here made comment that it's not just a federal problem. You're darn right it's not just a federal problem. This is an American problem, and we've got to deal with it. We've got to take back our country. This country was made great because it was a land of opportunity, not because it's a land of a free ride. Keep the opportunities coming in, up to this free ride stuff. Thank you very much, and God bless you, and God bless America.
Hey, that was Councilman Bob Kellar, Senator of Corrida Valley, and you know, I really wish we had more like him. City councils these days are full of people that don't have 1/10 of the passion that this man has. They have ceased to be American. You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a lot of tragedy involving illegal immigration. This next man I consider to be a great man because when his son was killed by an illegal alien, he didn't just sit home and take it. He got up, he hit the streets, he tried to take it to the politicians as best he could, as any American should. And with that, let me introduce Mr. Jamiel Shaw Sr.
Hello everybody, my name again is Jamiel Shaw. My son was murdered by an illegal alien that was released from the LA County Jail on a Saturday night, and on Sunday night he had murdered my son. You know, and it was bad because no one called ICE, no one, they didn't even care because they knew that they would lend him out in the city, and they think no one cares about our kids. You know, my son, he was getting ready to go to Stanford, UCLA. He could have went anywhere he wanted to go. He was really doing a good job, never been arrested, never been suspended from school. He had believed in what I was telling him, that if you be good, take care of your business, do good in school, and we're going to try to get him a scholarship. Because I told him, so you know what, maybe I can't afford to send you to college, so we got to get us a scholarship. And you know, we had it. It was all you had to do was just stay alive, and it's just really bad because it should have never happened. Because this guy was, he was rotten, if you ask me. You know, people always say that, well, he was here when he was 4 years old and it's not his fault. But that's just more ammunition to say that even the little ones that come in illegally, they grow up and look what he did. Because he's not 4 years old now. You know, he's 21 years old. He was 19 when he murdered my son. That means he was in the country 15 years illegally, doing crimes, raping, robbing. He was known for just doing dirt. And there's a lot of people like that in the jails that they're letting out early. The guy that killed my son, he only got 8 months in jail for battery on a peace officer, assault with a deadly weapon, use a gun on somebody, you know, ran from the police, resisted arrest, and all he got was 8 months. And then they let him out early. They let him out 4 months early. And the same day he got out, he murdered my son. And we've never came back from that. And I tell people all the time that I don't, what happened to my son, the bar was so high, nothing can really make me stop doing what I'm doing. There's nothing you can do, nothing you can say to make me not want to go after the illegal aliens. You know, it's wrong for people to act like death doesn't matter. There's so many dead people, there's women being raped, there's DUIs, and we see it in the news every day. What's going on? Does it matter? You know, we're American citizens. They come here for the so-called American dream, and they're giving us the American nightmare. You know, and it's not right that we have to live like this. I still don't even believe my son is dead. And it's been almost 2 years in March. We haven't been to court, just getting to run around, and we hear that same word, oh, you're a racist. And I'm not the other guy saying, well, if this makes me a racist, then hey, I'm just going to be the best one out there. It's not a racist to be pissed off, and I'm a pissed off dad. I miss my son, and I owe it to him and to every other American that's been murdered in this city that we got to do something. We can't just sit in the house with our fingers crossed, hoping it won't happen to me. Amnesty, that's all she wrote. And once they get here, no one gives a damn about us. We see it every day, and we know it's going to happen. It's going to get worse. So it's up to us to make a stand and say we're not going to go for it. Like the record said, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, without doubt, a lot of you have noticed that there is a wave of rape and murder, and that's what happens when you have people who come here and nobody knows who they are. They can do whatever they want, and they can sneak right back down. A lot of our elected politicians don't care. The higher up they are, it seems the less they care, because they are provided security protections that none of us have. This next couple, John and Barbara March, unfortunately lost their son, who himself was an officer of the law.